Yay! PopCon. This is very cool. Thank you guys for sticking around. This wasn't what I was expecting. When I said PopCon, I thought it was just a bunch of old guys with dad bods who were going to stand around and complain. And I thought that's why I got the gig. And so this is much better. I'm actually cosplaying right now, but you don't get the full effect because they wouldn't let me bring my white van in here. And the kids are gone. It's okay. They're all VIPs. There's one guy there that didn't count, but that's cool. We'll be doing cartoon stuff for you later, kiddo. So good to be here. You guys, obviously, popular culture. I want to address something. Young people, do not mistake CGI for bad storytelling. I have been to Jurassic World. It looks great. It's an amazingly CGI movie, but the story is horrible. Have you seen it? I want to spoil it for you, because I want you to save your money and invest it in your future, like script writing class or something, because it's a dumb movie. Dumb. All right, so you've got this incredibly large monster, 50 feet long, inside a holding facility. You show up to it, and then you check out the cage, and it's not there. So then what's the first thing you do? You go in the cage, right? You just go in and check it out. You don't go outside the cage to look for any imprints for it escaping. See, I just ruined the movie. No movie happens at that point, because if it doesn't escape, there's nobody getting eaten. Right? Stupid movie. Stupid. Stupid movie. Just saying, story matters. Mad Max, okay, honestly, I went and saw that movie because I thought it was Mad Max Road Furry. Wasn't the movie I thought. I gotta learn to read, really. I just, that was some bronies, that's all. But, so the movie is kind of stupid in itself. Furiosa is a great female character, which is different from Jurassic World. She's a strong female that knows what to do. Female lady in Jurassic World, wearing high heels the whole time, running through a jungle. Because, that's what women do when you're being chased by Tyrannosaurus Rex. You put your heels on because you want your calves to look good while you're running away. That's dumb, right? But Furiosa's a great character. Great character. Strong female lead, cool cybernetic arm, but the story is stupid. They drive off into the desert to some place that doesn't exist. They have to get directions from a dude to keep him from driving out into the desert to go home, and realize that basically the moral of the story is you should never run away from home or from your problems. You should just murder your husband. That's the punchline to the whole movie. See, and it's just a chase movie. They had to go back to the catering table. That's actually when they had to kind of cut the filming. We're out of the craft services table. You know what? We should head back this way. Movie I thought was the best female character. Talking about strong female characters. Black Widow. Avengers movie. She is the best female character I've seen in a movie since Ripley. That's all I'm saying there. She's hanging with the big boys. She's a multi-dimensional character. She's no, and she's actually the strongest one in the group, if you think about it, because she wants to date the Hulk. That's ambitious. He's going, Hulk smash, and she's like, we should go out. We should go out. Hulk's kind of like, Hulk, not sure. Hulk can commit to a relationship. Hulk, not sure. It's like, let's run away. Let's run away together. We'll just leave these guys and we'll go have our own relationship. We don't even need kids. It'll just be you and me trapped together. Hulk not sure, but Hulk think Hulk blatant gay guy. Hulk gonna hop on Quinjet and go to Fuji by stealth. That's why the Black Widow is the most powerful character in the Marvel Universe. I'm sorry. No action figures for it, though. None. Can't get them in Target, can't get them in Walmart. Every place that I looked, I could not find the Black Widow action figures, but I could find all the hand lotion I could get my hands on. And that's a joke that the kids won't understand, and that's working for me. That's good. We're gonna deal with the hard topics now, pop culture now. Hank Pym used to beat his old lady. All right, we don't put that in the movies. We don't talk about Tony Stark's rampant alcoholism, which is why Robert Downey Jr. was obviously the choice to play Iron Man, right? Right? And he's not even really acting anymore. They just stick a box on his head and all he does is go, Jarvis, heads up, what's going on? He doesn't even act anymore. It's just head in the box. Which, if you know the Saturday Night Live sketch, it's really not much difference from that either. Anyway, that's another thing. Been playing a lot of Minecraft. You guys know Minecrafters? Yeah. Are you wearing protection? You should, because you can get nether warts real bad. And it's see, you didn't think you could make anything dirty out of Minecraft, but you can. I can't wait for Fallout 4 to come out, because I am so... It's going to be great. I'll build my own house there. I can't wait. Those mods are going to be great. But I'm in Minecraft right now. I'm just breeding animals at this point. I built my house. I've tunneled as much as I can tunnel. I got tons of redstone. I don't even use this stuff, but I got blocks of it at home. Just, you know, losing it. Need to get to something better. Yeah. Fallout. It's going to be great. The new Battlefront's going to be great. Right, so then my last name is Gobel and I could be a stormtrooper and feel bad about that. It's going to be horrible because I really like following orders. I guess it's the German in me. So, it's a Gobel. Yeah, see, you guys didn't get that. That was a spelling thing. I should have spelled it out, had it on the big screen here, but hey, at least you guys stuck around. The VIPs wouldn't have got that. They're all... So, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I was young when it first came out. Some of you guys are like into the first three, which are the fourth, fifth, and sixth, which is kind of strange math, but still it plays out. And I remember seeing Star Wars for the first time. I had the first Chewbacca and Darth Vader characters ever. I was like one of the first guys. I got him in Montana by accident. And I was like, I had no idea what the movie was about, but I knew Darth Vader was the good guy instantly because he had a sword in his arm. You know, didn't see the movie for like 6 months after that, and I was like, oh man, and his dog's sidekick, you know, he doesn't take his dog anywhere. I'm running out with some guy with a cockeyed arm, and because the action figure, he had this thing going, like, I don't know, Han Solo's a big drinker, I guess, in the movie. But I loved them, but my favorite was Empire Strikes Back, because that's when I first came into contact with chronic depression as a teenager, because it was 5 years till they resolved what happened to Han. You know, so it was like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And so I started thinking a lot more about the movie, you know, obsessing about it because I needed to know. And really, if you look at Yoda back then, Yoda was cool, but he was living on a really crappy retirement planet, right? He's on his last days. It's obviously a retirement planet because he's covered in filth. It's his own or someone else's. We don't know who's which, but he's obviously on his last legs. And I thought, wow, that would be awesome to see him when he's young. You know, as a samurai warrior type, when he's real, you know, kicking butt, you know what I mean? And unfortunately, I lived to see that. And it's not as cool as you'd think it would be. You'd think it would be great, you know? But what do you see? You got Yoda, the first time you see him, he's got a cane and he's just limping all over the place. First fight with Dooku, he drops the cane, he's spinning around, bouncing off of stuff, lifting things with his mind. He's all over the place. Wicked fight. I was pleased. But then he stops and he picks up the cane and starts limping again. Yoda's into insurance fraud. That's what that is. Seriously, he's ripping off the space government the whole time. That's why he's on the crappy retirement home. They were like, he's got a hover around floaty chair in one of them. What was that all about? It's got a cup holder, Yoda? Come on. Space Obama picked it up. That's horrible. Horrible. Ruins everything. Of course, I think maybe that's just me getting old. Because I'll tell you what else I kind of don't like. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, you guys remember that? Not the Michael Jackson remake. Not that one. No, you know what I'm talking about. 40-year-old Oompa Loompa dudes all over the place, and some of them are trannies. And that was not cool at all. Bad movie. Bad movie. But the first one, the more I get older, the less I like it. Because it really paints a bad picture of a lot of the characters. Because you got Charlie, who's like, okay, he's selling newspapers to get bread for his family. He's hustling gutters for quarters. You know, he's a child protective services nightmare. He's this close to getting abducted at a bus station. He's in trouble, right? So he finds the ticket, and what does he do? He runs home, and there's a little thing, Slugworth's got some obvious white van issues going on too. And so they get home, and who's there? The 4 old swingers that can't seem to make it to the Social Security office, right? Grandma George, Georgina, Joe, Josephine. None of them will get out of bed to get to the Social Security office to feed the kid. You know, and it's just a total load of crap, because he's lying, Joe especially, because the moment they find the ticket, he's like, oh, we're going to the chocolate factory, well, let me get my pants. He's got a dance routine planned. He's swinging off at, you know, that bar they've got in there. Obviously, there's something else going on there, but, you know, it's just creepy, you know? And the weirdest thing is he knows exactly where his pants are after being bedridden for 20 years. It's just right there. Right there, next to his hat, which he hasn't used that in 20 years, obviously. Why would you use it inside, right, Grandpa Joe? You liar. You liar. If there was ever a reason to have a smother party, Grandpa Joe is the reason. That's the reason right there, you horrible, horrible man. Going to the chocolate factory. And then what's the first thing he does? He tries to screw it up for Charlie once they're in the chocolate factory. Totally tries to blow it. They go in there, there's fizzy lift and drink. Fizzy lift and drink, Charlie. Grandpa hasn't been high in years. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, take a hit. I know you signed a contract that was super long and went to the little tiny thing. I'm sure there's nothing in there about this. Come on, take a hit, Charlie. Take a hit. Jerk. Better ending to that movie. And it would be more realistic, actually. If you put that kind of pressure in an old man like that, that would be like putting a Mentos in a bottle of Diet Coke. There is no way that pressure is not going to exhale. You know what I mean? And he's going straight up, baby. Right into those spinning blades of death to be chopped to pieces. Oh, I'm a horrible person, Charlie. Oh. Awesome. And as he loses gas, he slowly falls down the tube. Justice would be served, and Charlie would get to go live with that other child molester that owns the chocolate factory. Yeah, happy ending. Happy ending. The downside, though, I guess would be for the Oompa Loompas. It's, you know, they had it rough. You know, they were a slave race of people. They were taken and put in the factory. They were paid nothing but chocolate. They lived on it. And that's why they were orange. They were past diabetic. They were all jaundicing at this point. They were bright orange. They were all having massive renal failure at the same time. And they weren't actually midgets, they were all amputated at the knees. That's why they danced so funny with you never saw the knees move in the outfits. It's horrible. They were treated like steakhouse employees, you know? Every time some kids showed up, they had to break out into a song and dance routine. There was always some fat kid stuck in a tube, just like a Chuck E. Cheese, you know? A horrible existence for the Oompa Loompas. On the positive side, though, I know they were union. Because they were always paying their doompity dues. The doompity dues. Oh, I pushed my luck too much on that, didn't I? I had it coming. All right. How much time I got left? Let me check here, because I want to do an impression for you guys before I go. Okay, I got a couple minutes. You guys like impressions? Yeah! That's unfortunate, because I actually don't do impressions. I just make bad first ones. And you're welcome. I'm killing it today. That's what the VIPs missed out on. You're the VIP? You're the only VIP? No. I was going to say, you have an overblown song. You got the banner things. That's great. I'll be stealing those from you later. Yeah, so I don't do impressions. My dad used to love impressions. He used to do Elvis. Every morning he'd get up, go to the bathroom, and die on the toilet. And it was an impression that would linger all day. And I would do my Gandalf the Grey. Run, you fools! And nobody ever did. Nobody ever did. So. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys about the porno I'm going to be making. I call it Game of Thongs. And there's going to be a midget in it, and something called the Lannister Bannister. Everyone's going to slide down that. And there's going to be this dude named Winter, for obvious reasons. See, kids will never figure it out. They'll never figure it out. They'll be like, oh, what is he talking? All right, I'm sorry, I got issues. I don't know. I just like corrupting people. So, well, next week I'll be cosplaying as a guy not on probation. The Church of Cannabis is having their first ceremony next Wednesday, and I'm going to be on the lineup. I'm the only comic in the entire thing on the lineup, and I got to pretend that I'm not on probation for the whole thing. So it's going to be an interesting thing. It'll be on the World Wide Web, so check that out if you want to. If you're going to be in town tomorrow night, I'm going to be at Theater on the Square. I'm opening for Hypnotist, and hopefully he'll make me a better person when it's all done. Not holding my breath on that one. Or he'll turn me into a chicken. But I know how to breathe as a chicken because I play Minecraft. So, just get some peas, man. Get some peas. Okay, so here's an impression I want to leave you guys with. It's a little impression I like to call Mr. Rogers on his day off. Mr. Rogers on his day off.
You kids, get off my damn lawn! Do you want a piece of me? Then you bring it! Come on! Come
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day for a neighbor. I'm Gerry Gobel. That's my time. Thank you.